are using them.
Thank you too for coming. You're right in time. Yo.
Yeah.
You can sit there, middle.
Yeah. Okay, go that side. I don't want you in front.
I'm not in front, I'm on the side.
Okay.
You come in at 7, eh?
Yeah, I'm good.
Let me start with Wycliffe's lies.
Yeah.
And his jokes. This is my first time hearing my clip actually. Yeah.
Since yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
But me, I hate you there. You like this?
The mic is on. The mic is, are we on?
24 years. No.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, all of viewers from across the globe. We say Dumela from Habarone, Botswana. Match day number 2, game number 4 here at the Botswana Cricket Association. Over number 2, it is Uganda who have one win in the bag up against Leone, who are looking for the first in the tournament. Uganda not able to win the toss today. The captain over Sierra Leone, Selina Bull, winning the toss and asking the Ugandans to have a bat. Uganda will have work to do. They did win yesterday, chasing 85 against the Namibians, who were favorites and just picked up another victory today against Botswana. But here is the opening bowler. First ball right up in the spot. Dot ball opening the batting for Uganda. I see there's a change at the non-striker's end is Proskovia Alako. And well, batting the other end, we'll tell you in a bit. Alice Filie is the opening bowler for Sierra Leone. And in the comms box with me is Wycliffe Haley. Good afternoon, Wycliffe. How is it, man?
Good, good. You know, how are you?
I'm polite.
Yeah, I can see that. We're looking forward to an exciting match between Sierra Leone and Uganda.
No runs so far scored. The captain, Jimia Mohammed, opening the batting for Uganda. Chance to run. Keeper, not the tidiest of glove work. They get the scoreboard ticking for Uganda thanks to the extras. Buys on the board. Runs for Uganda. Proskovia Alako. She plays for the senior women's team in Uganda. Steady batter. Didn't get any runs yesterday. She has a chance to make amends today. She's promoted from number 4 yesterday to number 2 today. And she's on strike in the first over.
Oh, that's given out. I think there was a faint edge there. And also the keeper seems to be sure about the dismissal. And the umpire actually gave it out.
Proskovia Alako is gone. Caught behind. The umpire is happy. There was a slightest, thinnest of edges. Alako easily one of the best players in that Ugandan team. Not getting runs for the second day in the tournament.
Do you think it's going to affect the Ugandan lineup? or the Ugandan
There's a lot of
score.
cricketing. There's a lot of cricket in the team there to be played. Early days in the match. No pressure whatsoever, but there's pressure on Nalako because she knows she's in the team to score runs, and being a senior batter, you've got to play your role and your duty. She's not able to convert, so the critics will be bearing their fangs and saying, what is she doing there? Let's give the more youngsters a chance to play. But
Very true, you know.
But well. Alako is gone, but there's a chance for a new batter to come out there in the middle and play. Patricia Timong, the official openers for Uganda, are finding themselves out there in the middle with just a delivery left in the over. Another ball right in the middle. That's the end of the over. A very fruitful over for Leone with the scores on 1-1. Tell me more about this match. What are your expectations? What do you look to see? You were here for the morning game when Mozambique shed some skin, got 80 runs after being battled out for 19 on day one.
Yeah.
They put up a better show with the ball. Malawi only able to get over the line.
I'm looking forward to an exciting match between these two teams. I think from what I see through since these 2 days, I think both teams have a possibility for them to be in a good position to play and to win also. But it's a game of cricket. We actually need one win at the end of the day. So, but looking at it from Uganda's side now, they actually lost what we can call their main bets, the main better now. So it's up to them now to slightly build that partnership now. Looking forward. On the Sierra Leone side, I think they actually are a good betting side. Unfortunately, yesterday they actually runs short of the board. But yeah, I'm looking forward for a good game of cricket here. And that's Emma Kamara coming from the UB end. That's a good ball there.
The bowling it slowly and keeping it slow. No panic from the bowlers. They want to hit it in the middle. Yesterday they bowled 27 extras, which was their undoing against Botswana. As Botswana chased down the what they scored, the 98.
Yeah, talking of extras, I think for the past 2 days been actually the most contribution to the scores. Because if you're saying the bowled 20 overs, then what was the total score now? I think these all 9 teams here, they must actually looking on restricting themselves to bowl extras, bowling good lines, and then yeah. That's a good ball there, going down leg. Tried to run a run, but there was no chance there. The bowler was behind the ball there. That's Emma Kumara bowling here, 4th ball, 5th ball there. Oh, drive it through straight to the offside there behind the point.
First runs coming from the bat in the match. That run there from Patricia Timong. So runs on the board now with the bat for Uganda.
Oh, that's a swing and a miss there, trying to cut the ball through to the offside there. And that brings the over
2 overs gone, 2 runs on board. We do have 1 run. Slow start from the Ugandans. Wycliffe expected to get off a booming start in the power play, but the opening bowlers are bowling a tight line.
Yeah, very true. The Syrian ladies, I think they actually did their homework last night in limiting those extras. I think that homework can actually see it from today, the way they are bowling. They're actually less extras so far. And again, looking to the batters for Uganda, actually a slow start, but we'll be actually looking forward to see them applying themselves now to hit those boundaries now, because we actually know that they're actually a good team. They're actually a good team to score any score during this match. Yeah, let's see how it goes in this match here. That's a swing and a miss, trying to chip the ball off the offside there. She's looking intent to get that 1 run there, because I think that the cover there, she's actually deep. There's an open space to get it, to steal a 1 run there. I think that's the very gap which you are actually looking at now. There's a chance there, there's a shout out there for an out. Swing and a miss again. The ball is drifting off. I think, what do you think about this pitch now? It seems like the better there. Ginia is more like playing the ball, but she kept on missing the ball. She keeps on missing the ball. What do you think about the pitch this afternoon?
Ball's just keeping a little low, but Jimmy are finding bat on ball in that particular delivery, and there's a misfield. Jamia will make hay and they run through for 2. Jamia Mohammed captaining this side. She wants to lead from the front. She has a friend, a colleague, and a schoolmate at the non-strikers end in Patricia Timong. Already out is Alako, who was once upon a time their schoolmate, born and bred in Soroti too, but moving on to Masaka Secondary School, that is in central Uganda in Buganda Kingdom, where I come from. Yeah, so it's all happening here.
That's a good ball there from Alice Feli to finish off the over.
4 runs, 1 wicket, 3 overs. The Ugandans making a feast of it in the power play. They've got to fight for runs. There's no place to hide. The tournament is alive, and it's a chance for teams to pick up the second victories. Tanzania, who are playing Nigeria across the park, will be looking for their second victory yesterday after beating up the team that Uganda is playing here. All the afternoon games in the same group, 4 teams in the same group. 2 will qualify to the semi-finals. Have the semi-finals next week, and then the final, the game that matters most, the final where only 1 team will qualify to the historic and iconic first ever Under-19 Women's World Cup in Cape Town, South Africa. I would love to be in Cape Town. Would you love to be in Cape Town, Wycliffe?
Yes. That would be lovely. Oh, that's a wide, I think. I think the boys kept on moving away from the batsman, from the batter there. Yeah, it would be a good thing to be in South for the World Cup. Meeting new people, meeting a different environment also. That's a swing and a miss again. So looking in these 9 teams, you know, I know definitely you're going to say Uganda, but except from Uganda, which other team do you think they are capable to play those other teams which already qualified for the Women's World Cup in South Africa 2023?
I'll tell you one thing for sure. If you ask me who the favorites here, I won't mention Uganda. I can tell you, look out for Tanzania, look out for Rwanda.
Yeah.
They're playing an exciting brand of cricket, the Rwandans. And they have 5 of their players in this particular squad who have experience of playing in the senior women's team of Rwanda. And the Rwandans are fresh from playing the Elite League. They also had their Kwibuka, the women's tournament where Botswana participates. And I tell you, Rwanda are in a team on a rise. Keep an eye on them. Don't think about Uganda too much.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's a wide again from Ali.
And that is the undoing. More wides will get Uganda off the pressure. And if once the Ugandan batters settle, they'll be able to score more runs.
Very true, very true. I think they must actually limit those extra runs. Because by look at it now, the batters they're not contributing anything so far so yet. It's the way other around now. The bowlers now, they're actually bowling extras, contributing to Uganda's team now, to Uganda's score. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to see these bowlers there, restricting these guys to play those shots, those boundaries there. More importantly, the extras. There's a little bit of a trick there, the main card there, and Empire caught it a dead ball. So looking on this main card there is when exactly do you actually take the batsman out now? Look what is, there's an attempt again.
Emma Kamara trying to get a little too clever here. Ugandan still in their crease, taking a time. A man card, you can't get someone man carded if you're going through your bowling action like that. You can man card someone before you go through your bowling action. But once you go right through your bowling action, you can man card them after. It's just supposed to come and maybe clip off the bears like what she's trying to do.
Yeah, sure.
But Patricia Timong and the captain Jinia Muhammad watching closely and not trying to give them a free wicket, because other wickets will bring pressure. You can see that the third umpire, Mr. Lanton Rusere, is happy to have a chat with the Sierra Leone dugout, the coach, and tell him something about the mankind. Let's play the game in its true spirit. Doesn't want the spirit of the game to be lacking.
Yeah, it's very true. I think you actually explained it nicely, viewers at home and listeners. I think now they actually understand. For those who are actually a bit confused, or those who didn't know when you can take a batsman or a batter out on the main card. So yeah, that is Ali File bowling at third over now, and that was a swing and a miss again from here. I think Ali she has been a phenomenal bowler from the Sierra Leone guys. She opened the ball and she's been bowling well.
Already into her third over, pitching it on that invisible fourth stump line, asking the Ugandan batters to, if you want to score runs, go after me, it's alright. Leone, of course, they had their heads buried in the sand.
That's a good ball there from her. She has a second slip in place. I think, and a short gully there. A point, 2 covers there. I think she already set your fielders according to the way she bowls. which is actually a good thing. That's another ball there, way too outside off, and the umpire called it a wide ball. That was a bit of a odd swing there. Or I might say a wrong line, I don't know, you know. Same line there. That's Alice Felly coming from the golf end. And you could hear the Sierra Leone fielders shouting at Alice the way she's bowling there. That's another ball there. They want to steal a quick run there, but there's no chance there. You could hear the encouragement from her teammates there on the dugout there, shouting, Alice, don't give them a chance.
Oh, hit over the top. That's a beautiful shot right there. Coming out from Timong and Jimia. They want 2 runs. They will not get 2 runs because there's some athleticism shown in the field from the Sierra Leone, who have done very well to keep Uganda a little quiet in the power play. Just 11 runs on board, 1 wicket down Wycliffe, and 5 overs played. What a good start from Sierra Leone.
That's an impressive start to start off their first power play there, limiting the Ugandans to a score of 11 runs, only 11 runs after 5 overs. That's an impressive start there. We are looking forward. I'm also curious about the 2 batters for Uganda now. I need to see some action there going down. Like, so I don't know, maybe they're going to start their action like, oh, there's an edge there. I think he's down the ground there. There was actually a big appeal from the keeper there, and the keeper, that's Ramut Toure. She's been actually good with the hands there.
And finding the edge of the bat, third man comes into action, and they run through. They're fielding very well here in Habarone, Sierra Leone. Doing very well, earning the mileage. Way to go.
That's Emma Kamara.
Hit hard, very, very hard there, but there's a fielder running from extra deep cover, and the fielding is good. Again, good fielding from Sierra Leone, who I tell you have done a tremendous job to keep asking the Ugandan batters of tough and hard questions.
Oh, that's a good ball again. Slightly outside off. You can actually see Jima Mohammed. She wanted to go for it, but it's actually close to her body there. And again, a good take there from the keeper, Ramutu. That's Emma.
Chance to run, running very hard. Chance for a run out. Is she home, safe and dry? Yes, she is. And it's another run to the total. The power play has been a hard nut to crack for the Ugandans. They lost a wicket in the first over on the 5th ball. Their star batter, who was promoted from number 4 yesterday to number 2, Proskovia Lako, gone. And there is a ball to be played in the power play. Let's see what happens. Straying down the leg, more runs for Uganda. I can tell you for sure it's the extras that are outscoring the runs scored off the bat for this innings of Uganda.
That's a good ball there, trying to steal a run there. over number 6. The power play is done now, and the score is 15-1.
Thank you, Wycliffe, for your time. I'll be joined by Mr. Karabo Motlanka. Big boy is in the building. Captain of the men's team in Botswana. Looking sharp in the blue that is made very famous for his country. Especially the Zebras, who I do support a lot in the international scene.
Thank you very much for having me, Innocent. Another nice warm day here in Gaborone. Watching some cricket being displayed out here. Good to have cricket, international cricket again in Gaborone. Looking forward to see how the tournament develops. Some interesting games we've seen the past couple of days.
New bowler in the attack, Hassanatu Sawane. She has a twin sister and they share the same name.
It's Hassanatu and Husseinatu.
Hassanatu and Husseinatu. Thank you, Mr. Motlanka.
Every time I feel like you're too. Go ahead. You see what you do to me.
She starts with wides. Uganda will welcome these wides. Freebies to the total.
Definitely. Hassanatu did struggle a little bit with the wides yesterday. I'm sure it's something they might have discussed and she'll be looking to do better today.
The opening bowlers there. Emma Kamara doing very well. Quite an interesting bowling action from her. And that's a very good delivery. Right onto that invisible fourth stump.
Yes, you said it is an interesting action. She seems to skip to the side just before she gets into her running.
Sort of like a penalty taker.
Yeah.
You love football, Karabo?
I love football.
Well, we all love the beautiful game. But it's the gentleman's game that is on here at the Botswana Cricket Association over number 2. She steps out, hits hard, hits straight into the hands. It's wicket time. Hassanatu Sawane strikes. There was an urge to score runs after the power play, and 2 wickets are down. The scoreboard is just reading 16 runs, 7 overs played.
So far so good from Sierra Leone. They've managed to put the Ugandans under pressure, and they seem to be getting the rewards having had 2 wickets down now. They'll be looking for more of the same as the overs develop.
It's time to work.
It's interesting to see the spirit of the Sierra Leone team. They started off well yesterday with applying a lot of pressure on the Botswana team. They probably maybe let themselves down when the energy died a little bit in the second half of their 20 over, and they'll be looking to keep those energies up this time. So, new batsman to the crease, Sandra Ochoa, coming in to face Hassanatu Sawane, who's just picked up a wicket. You got 3 outside the circle for the new batsman.
Good line, good areas being hit by Sierra Leone. They are backing up their captain, Selina Bull. She won the toss and said, I'll have a ball, and she's justifying that reason.
That's just drifted wide of the wide line there.
Uganda beating Namibia yesterday, and they're finding trouble early on in this match here. What's your take? And yet we saw Namibia coming today, running amok, getting 191 in the allotted 20 overs. What's your take of this situation here? Is there really any favorite in this tournament?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell in the moment. This version of the game, this level of the game, under 19 women's, is very new. So maybe teams are still yet to establish themselves, and we find it a bit difficult to rank them. We know the usual favorites in the other tours, but this one could be very open.
Oh, what an effort from the opening bowler. That's the end of the over. They're bowling their overs quickly. 21 for 2.
You know, Innocent, now that you've mentioned about them bowling their overs quickly, it is actually a tricky tactic that can be used in T20 cricket, especially when you have a team on the ropes. Just get through your overs quickly so that before they realize it, they look at the scoreboard and they realize they're running out of time, adding more pressure to them.
Changing tactics, looks like they're going to be slowing it down a bit.
Yes, of course, with the power play done now, the captain, Selena Bull, will be able to have protection for her bowlers, her slower bowlers. Actually, a little bit of background on the BCA 2 that we're playing on now. Interesting to see that Sierra Leone opted to bowl first. Traditionally here, we believe it is actually a good chasing ground because the outfield is very quick. It can be very difficult to stop runs flowing on this field.
Uganda know that victory here today will take them to the semi-finals with a game to play against the host nation, Botswana. You don't want to leave it late if you're Uganda. The spinner is new in the attack. She's not scared to give the ball some flight.
Yes, good to see. Good to see. Attacking spin, flighting the ball, challenging the batsman to have a go.
Fatu Conte is the new bowler in the attack, and she's asking tough questions early on. She hits hard. They run off for one very quickly. Are they interested in the second?
Very good arm from the boundary fielder. Husseina Tusawe, that's the other twin. Giving a good throw into the keeper, just over the bails.
Sandra Achao and Patricia Timong in for Uganda.
As you were mentioning, could that pressure of this game could get them to the semi-finals be affecting Uganda?
Good fielding. Bowler putting his body on the line of his own bowling. Well, if you don't stop it, no one else is going to stop it for you if you're the bowler.
Best done yourself, they say.
You call it pressure, I would call it an exciting moment and a challenge thrown at the young girls for them to think that they will be in the semi-finals after this victory. I very well know their coach. You can hear him loud and clear from where we are. He's asking the girls to show a little more awareness. That is always point number 10 on any coach's notice board. If you're not aware of what's happening around you, whether there's a misfield in the deep, If you don't know who is coming in next, or if your gloves are too wet, you need to change them. You're not looking at the field placings, then the awareness is lacking. And Coach Yusuf Nanga has made it himself loud and clear. He's asking them to be a little more aware. Like you say, yes, there's always pressure in sport, and pressure is welcome. Good ball. Fantastic.
Yes, speaking about awareness, those are things that these young ladies that we see here, we want to see them grow as the tournament grows as well, as they get more and more exposed to this competition, this level of competition, those finer skills.
Hit very hard. There is a fielder. She does very well to stop it. Can they run the second? No, they don't run the second because the first one wasn't taken swiftly.
Again, fantastic work by the captain there. Sorry, by Husainatu Sawe, the other half of the twins, helping her sister out. Call it sisterly love.
Family affair. Another one dipping in on her. I can imagine Karabo Motlaka out there in the middle facing such a delivery. You would have had you licking your lips and looking all around the park. You would be hitting it to hole number 7 right behind us here at the golf club. Very good ball there again.
You know,
right in the middle.
You know, being a batsman myself, I know those full tosses. Sometimes they can surprise you, and you end up doing something you didn't mean to do. I see she defended it, but you give her another chance, I'm sure she will put it in hole 9.
Another good ball dipping in on her, almost yoked herself right there. One half of the twins, Hassanatu Sawane, bowling very well. She already has a wicket. She's wrapping up her second over. And that's guided all the way to the mid-wicket region. They 1-2, yes, they're coming through for the second. And then they both glance at each other. And they look and they don't run. The dugout of Uganda finding its voice, not for the right reasons. There's a little ounce of anger coming through. Awareness is the point that the coach is trying to put across. It's the end of over number 9, 25 for 2. These are runs you can score in one over.
That is very true. Which is showing the difference in the approach from maybe Sierra Leone today. But I would believe that yesterday when they were playing Botswana and they were playing the hosts, they had a very similar good start. And as I mentioned, it's up to them now to try and see if they can keep up their standards throughout the 20 overs and try to restrict.
Fatu Conte is back in the attack to bowl her second. Her first went for only 2 runs. There's a misfield and they're running this time round. There's no ball watching. The coach has made it clear to them, is asking for them to show some athleticism. East Africans are known to be very good runners. And most of these girls come from Eastern Uganda, where the best athletes in the world are born and bred, including those from Kenya.
I think I should get my coach Joseph here to see if he can argue your point, to come and tell us if that is really the case.
Well, I was thinking you watch enough sports on TV. Now I know you don't watch enough. Very well bowled by the spinner. She's bowling to her field and keeping it ever slow, getting the pace of the ball. If you want to hit me, go after my bowling. Onus is on you. I'll keep it right there.
And I believe she's getting very good backup from her fielders. It's giving her more confidence to keep flighting that ball and turning it.
Chance for a quick single. Uganda are off the mark quickly there. The assistant coach's voice coming through, Ivan Kakande, a man who stays with most of these girls in Eastern Uganda. Creating pressure situation out of nothing there.
Yes, very animated, the Uganda dugout. Play too long off their slight misfield. Batsmen come back for two. The throw is a bit wayward.
The look through for the third one. I like what is happening now. The pressure has been put onto the fielding team as well. That's the way to go. If you don't do anything as batsmen, the fielders always keep doing what they're doing and the bowlers, and then you will not have enough runs on board. But for now, it's still very well poised and set.
Yes, in this format of T20 cricket, sometimes they say it's the small margins. That one misfield can be the difference at the end of the game.
They're running hard for the first one. The bowler claims she had a fingertip onto it.
The umpire shakes his head and says, no, I did not see that.
No chance. That's what the umpire says. And we are done and dusted with 10 overs at the halfway stage. It is 31 for 2. Yesterday's game when Uganda played, I was lucky to cover that one. Uganda had 36 for 3 after 10 overs. Namibia, similarly, were 37 for no loss after 10 overs. So, similar scoring pattern for Uganda.
Yes, which means maybe they're not under as much pressure as we think they are. Having had that game yesterday where they had a similar start, they know that they can still kick on from here. Doesn't mean they're out of the game by any stretch of the imagination. Hassanatu Sawane to continue.
She threw her butt at that one. She even didn't wait to see what was happening. She could have guided it right through the offside the region. She's going for power. Sandra Achao, who is also a wicket keeper in the team.
Oh, brilliant delivery there from Hassanatu Sawane. She's really found her lines and lengths today. I felt that yesterday she had struggled a little bit finding her lines, and today she seems to be doing a much better job.
Hit very hard, hit into the gap. It's running away with the first one very fast. They want to. Yes, they throw to, but the throw is good. Will she be home? Yes, she's home. Fantu Conte collects. Ramatu Toure. Fantu Conte is also a keeper, but she's been bowling earlier in the match, so she can't be the one keeping the wickets. One half of the twins doing a tremendous job.
It's been fantastic so far. Another brilliant delivery there. She has really hit her straps today, making it very difficult for the Uganda batters to score. The coach there bellowing from the dugout. Wait for it, Sandra, wait for it. Trying to give guidance to Sandra Ochao there, facing the heat in the middle.
Another good ball. Someone is impressive today. They learned a couple of lessons, hard lessons, in that crashing loss to the host nation.
And they say in defeat, that's when you learn your biggest lessons, in your failures. And they seem to have done that very quickly today.
Hitting the gap, there's a chance to run, but Timong Patricia not leaving her crease, caught backing up a little too much. That is 11 overs gone here at BCA over number 2. It's 34 for 2. 9 overs left in this innings. Is Uganda planning to defend 50?
I do not believe so. Again, I will always reference having seen Sierra Leone started on a similar note yesterday against the host. Sometimes in those defeats, those close defeats, they hurt. They hurt really bad. And the only way from down there is up. So I believe maybe today they will have a better energy going into the second half of this innings. And it's up to Uganda now to make the play.
There's a lot of batting to do in Uganda's team. Slight delay there, but it's the spinner to continue. Is that a change in the bowling? She starts with one very wild and wide. Umpire happy to oblige with the indicating there by spreading out his arms wide.
Umpire Justin Mzungu getting some exercise, spreading his wings. He tells some good jokes.
Pulled away on the onside. That is racing away quickly. They will get 2 for sure. But the calling is not good. The running between the wickets is not the best of what we anticipate. But it's girls' cricket, and more importantly, it's under-19 women's cricket, and this is the first time they're playing in eons.
I must say I've been impressed with the ground fielding and the commitment of Sierra Leone in this game. They've really done well with their pickups and their throws. They're getting it one bounce over the stumps for the most part. Good basics.
Chance to run, just a little nudge on the onside, and they're off running. Sierra Leone justifying the reason why they won the toss and elected to bowl. Yesterday they batted fast, but they were not able to defend. They believe they're better chasers. We'll see more of that in the second innings. Guided misfield, electric throw from the misfield, but the Ugandans were jet heeled this time round.
Maybe having thought about yesterday's game, Sierra Leone came in today and thought maybe it's better to know what's on the board and know what a good score is. They probably would have felt confident yesterday asking Botswana to chase 99. It was the highest score of the day. But maybe they felt that they can't be so sure this time around. Finally poised here. Whoever takes the initiative in the next couple of...
She steps out and hits a very cricketing shot, but there will be protection in the deep. And the running is hard. The coach called for them 2 this time round, and they complete the pair at the end of over number 12. You will allow me to take a break with the scores reading 39 for 2. You will be joined by the princess, Florence Samanyika.
Welcome to the box floor.
Afternoon, Karaba.
Intriguing game we have here this afternoon.
Both teams are fighting for those spots, eh?
Indeed. Sierra Leone narrowly missing out on a win yesterday. Uganda winning well in their first match yesterday against Namibia. It's looking tight for today. Which team wants it more?
And the one that wants it more will definitely get it.
They're doing well Sierra Leone and keeping the dots coming. And after 12 overs, the score's 39 for true. Uganda so far happy to keep it just ticking along. We'll see if they have a big acceleration in their plans.
Uganda is off to a very slow start compared to how they were doing when they were batting against Namibia. I don't think the coach is quite satisfied with the runs on the board.
Yes, you can hear the coach sometimes asking them to run a little bit harder, asking for that awareness, that intensity. Oh, well bowled, but keeper just fumbles. They come through for a bye. Sando Chow on strike. Single there to mid off. Still happy to rotate the strike here, Uganda. Doesn't seem like they've hit any panic stations yet. They're not playing any wild shots. They're not trying to find the boundary. Happy to just keep it ticking. Hit into the mid-off region again. Single again.
Sierra Leone really fighting to keep the pressure on Uganda. Looking how Botswana narrowly escaped from the clutches yesterday. They are using every little bit of might that they have. And you can see that Uganda is feeling the pressure. They're hesitant with a few runs on the board.
Hasanatu Sawane keeping up that line outside off stump that she's hit very well today. Pushed into the middle long on region. Well fielded again. Single to Uganda.
It is quite impressive how Sierra Leone is playing today. Looks like the team talk that they had last night after yesterday's game is really sinking into the players today.
Last ball of the 13th over. Power through the offside, beats the mid-off fielder. Chasing hard to the boundary. 4 runs, a welcome 4 runs to Uganda there. Patricia Timong finally breaking the shackles. Getting a much needed boundary for Uganda. At the end of the 13th over, Uganda 48 for 2.
Now Uganda is finally freeing their arms. They're now playing at the free will. With a lot of wickets at hand, it's very easy to do that.
Yes, indeed. That could be their game plan. Just keep the wickets in hand. Make sure you're in the game by the time the second half of the 20 overs comes through. And then take advantage, knowing that you have many wickets in hand. Instructions from the dugout of Uganda, they wait for the bad ball, wait for the bad ball. I'm assuming the coach is very happy with how things are going at the moment in terms of how they're taking over the strike.
Selena, the captain, taking the bull by the horns, taking charge for her team.
Pulled away towards the deep square leg region, chases on for the square leg fielder, beats her, goes for 4. Another boundary to Uganda. This team will be stepping on the gas now. Again by Patricia Timo. She seems to be finding her range.
We saw the incredible bowling figures by Patricia, giving Uganda some chances with those catches. Unfortunately, Uganda was not doing really well with the chances she was giving. Then she came in with the bat and she really held on strong for her team. And she's continuing to do that even today.
Out in the deep square leg region again, this time only for one. They've just moved that deep square leg field a little bit around just to cover that pull shot. That's the Ugandan coach there encouraging his team to wait for the ball and enjoy it, enjoy every moment. Smashed over the bowler's head. Running hard, running down the hill there. 4 more runs to Uganda. Uganda looking to take advantage now of the wickets in hand that they have. Looking to put the accelerator on.
Uganda is really cruising at this point, taking advantage of the open field after the second power play of the evening. You might be wondering why Sierra Leone had to open up the field when they were just keeping the pressure when they were in. Now you might actually be thinking, was it a bad idea to actually open up the field, giving Uganda more room to swing their hands?
Slog sweep over deep mid wicket. 4 more runs. Uganda on the charge. Sandro Chow now coming in. The coaches asked them to enjoy themselves, and here they are. They're starting to enjoy themselves, these Uganda batsmen. Sierra Leone have gone a bit quiet now.
These are the much needed boundaries for Uganda. Picking up the run rate. And now the coach seems to be a little bit happy.
And just evades the fielder at cover. Those are the sort of half chances Sierra Leone need in this situation as Uganda begin to pick up the pace. At the end of the 14th, Uganda 63 for 2. Just looking at the Sierra Leone team, Florence, they look like they've just had a little bit of a shock to their system. Walking around the field a little bit more, not as quick through the overs. You feel a shift in what is happening out there.
I mean, it's quite natural that they've been keeping a lot of pressure on Uganda, but now Uganda is putting the pressure on them. Handing the stepping stone. Now that Selena decides to bring back Alice File. She was doing quite well in the beginning of the match in the first over. Now she's trying to keep that pressure coming.
Yeah, Selena Bull there. Going to Alice File. Hoping to maybe get a wicket and try stop the momentum of Uganda. First ball is straight at off stump. She tries to go for it and inside edge onto her pad. Looking to open up now the Uganda batters.
Something I've noticed with these young girls, they've been struggling a little bit with the slower bowlers, especially the spinners. But as you can see with Uganda, it's a different issue. Uganda, you give them something nice, slow and full, it's definitely a boundary.
Oh, wide down the leg side there. They come around for a single. Field on the boundary. Has a bit of a mishap and it's 4 wides. Not what Sierra Leone really need at this point. Uganda really starting to grab the momentum of the game. And as had happened to Sierra Leone yesterday, actually against Botswana, things just started to fall apart towards the latter part of the innings.
And that is exactly what is looking like it's about to happen again. Letting the game slip out of their hands during the first inning is definitely not a good situation for Sierra Leone.
Power towards mid-off, safely fielded, and they come through for one. It's interesting to see now there's a bit more buzz in that Uganda changing room. Initially, during the power play, those first 10 overs seemed a little bit jittery, but now everybody sounds a lot more relaxed.
That is quite natural for every team. Once the board starts ticking, the butterflies start coming out, the energy starts coming. Thus, you're giving a little bit of some positive vibes to your teammates there at the center, giving them enough confidence to express themselves even better.
So a quick single here. Misfield allows them to run through comfortably. They just need to keep it together here, Sierra Leone. They could be in danger of Uganda just running away from them. This is a good partnership here between Sandro Chow and Patricia Timon, who's managed to keep going since losing her partner. Looking comfortable out there now, the Uganda batters. This Botswana heat, this Botswana sun is giving them some energy.
You know, when you're talking about the weather, it's very, very disadvantageous for the fielding team. Right after lunch, the sun is scorching and blazing hot.
Edge through the slip region down to third man. They take one as the throw is good towards the stumps. Keeping it ticking here, Uganda. They've managed to up their rate a little bit, going at just under 5 per over. 72 for 2 after 15.
Managing to get themselves 10 runs in that over. That is a very impressive comeback by Uganda. Sierra Leone trying to keep their spirits high, making sure that nobody loses their A game here.
77. Captain.
Selena decides that it is my turn to give back the energy to my teammates.
Taking the bull by the horns. Taking the responsibility. Selena Bull. Ready to bowl some left arm spinners here. Or left arm seamers, sorry. Change the angle. Change the luck.
Something that I've also noticed during this whole tournament thus far. The girls seems to be having a little bit of trouble with the left armers. Not knowing how to adjust to them really gives the fielding team a little bit of an advantage.
Starts off with the wide there. But yes, just to build up on your point, we saw a tactic yesterday actually from Pako of Botswana. She took a very wide stance. She had her front foot well outside the leg stump and opened her stumps up right up to face Selena Bull, and it seemed to work for her yesterday. Smash to the offside towards the sweeper. Good pickup, good throw, keeping the runs down to 1. Again, we see from Uganda. I think they're playing very, very good cricket. I think they're playing very, very good cricket here, the Ugandans.
A little bit of trouble in the middle there. We're having the winds blowing in very, very hard. The bails are falling off.
It's good to see the coach of Uganda encouraging the batters out there to enjoy what you're doing. Because as a cricketer I believe it's a very uncomfortable sport at times. Ooh.
And he misses the stumps by an inch. That was one of the best deliveries I've seen by far this tournament. Slightly above the bails. Selena must have had a heartbeat skipping a little bit there. She could have thought that she had it.
Sandro Chow looking to go big. She just needs to be careful not to lose her shape here. She's been batting so well. At this point, she'll do well just to keep doing the simple things they've been doing. She manages to get herself off strike. I think sometimes that's the best thing to do when you face a couple of dot balls. Let my partner try. Patricia Timong has been in a bit longer. She's been ticking along nicely.
Not facing a lot of dot balls there, Patricia. She's very, very keen on taking those quick singles. You know, giving the partner some chance to hit it over the top. Keeping the runs ticking.
Close here for the run out, but safe at the end of the day.
A little bit of misjudgment by the keeper. The ball hits her face right after that bounce.
I think a slightly better throw there might have had Patricia in trouble. Unfortunately, the keeper has taken one on the chin and needs some medical treatment.
You know, like I said, Patricia is one of those that really likes to keep the board ticking, those ones and twos. But she got to be careful not to take those risky ones. The point was quite a bit in. I think she didn't see that. She moved about 2 steps in. And that was really dangerous for her. A direct hit could have gotten her out, ruined the partnership, and ruined the mood of the game for Uganda.
Crowd invasion.
Nah, crowd invasion is fine, but injuries, no.
What happened? I know I was squeezing the runs.
Beautiful afternoon here in Gaborone. We're enjoying very good cricket being displayed by these young ladies. Sierra Leone this afternoon against Uganda won the toss and decided to bowl. Changing around from what they did yesterday, where they bowled second, defending a total of 99 against Botswana. Maybe changing changing it around, hoping that their luck will change as well. But what we're seeing from Uganda here today, Florence, is a mature approach to how they're going about the game. They started the first 6 overs. Yes, we want to take advantage of the power play, but they kept their calm, they kept their wickets, and now we're seeing themselves really start to express themselves.
Yeah, you're definitely right there, Karabo. Sometimes when the board is not ticking, it gives the batsmen a lot of pressure and they tend to make a lot of mistakes. Ultimately, digging their own graves for the team. A lot of wickets tend to fall at this time, but Uganda is holding on strong, and great partnerships are definitely what they need. Once they get comfortable in the middle, there's no stopping them.
Patricia Timong and Sandra Chow here to resume. Partnership 60 runs. As you saw in the morning game, Botswana versus Namibia, very important having partnerships.
Going
risky second, Closely at the keeper's end, she makes it safely.
Catching Sierra Leone off guard there.
And that's the end of the 16th. Uganda 78 for 2.
Huh?
Welcoming back Wycliffe. You
Hi,
left when the
Florence.
game was still very, very slow. How is it looking for you now?
Yeah, it's actually I'm actually a bit surprised with the batters from Uganda, how they are going about their business. Yeah, I think they're actually freeing their arms now, which is a good thing. But by the end of the day, they actually need some runs on the board. So yeah, I'm actually happy with how they are going for the meantime. So yeah, things actually being a good game now.
Uganda's current run rate at 4.88. They started really slow with a run rate of 3. Then it went to 5 and now it went down a little bit to 4.8. But it's looking good so far. Century on the board by the end of the 20 overs looks very, very possible for Uganda.
They wanted to take that quick single, but the follow through from Christina, it was actually good to restrict the batsman to take that quick single there. Swing and a miss there. I'm actually impressed by the two batters there. That's Patricia and Sandra. They really look intent to score runs on the board. They want to put a very competitive score. But they actually had a slow start beginning of this match.
You're right, Wycliffe. You're very right. Now they look very, very confident. I'm sure if a wicket was to fall right now, it would give the batsman coming in a little bit of hope. Unlike if the run rate was a bit slow in the morning. An appeal, and the umpire shakes his head, saying the ball was going down leg. Patricia not worried about anything. Sierra Leone would really need a wicket at this point. A little bit of that celebration that they have in the middle would do some good for them right now.
That's a good shot there from Patricia. And the well footed again from the fielder there on long on.
Only one ball remaining. Will Sandra finish it off with a boundary? And she swings hard. Will the ball fight? It found the long on there. They only managed to squeeze in 2.
And that was a good throw again from Sandra Achao. Oh, there's a one shot run there, signaled by the umpire. So yeah, that's the end of the
17th over. Score is now 82 for 2.
So yeah, Florence, what could be the best score for Uganda here? Looking at their score rate here, the way they are scoring their runs, I think the run rate is actually up a little bit up now. So what could be a good score for them to defend here?
You know, if they manage to get at least run a ball in the next 3 overs, 12 runs on the board, 102 or 104 could be something that they could be looking at right now.
So they managed to steal 1 run there. These two batters are actually good runners between the wicket. because I think by now they actually understand each other now, as far as they're building good partnership so far of 66, whereby Sandra Achawo contributed 31 and Patricia also contributed 26. That was a good shot there, hit it to the leg side there.
Sierra Leone looking like they're losing a little ounce of hope left. You know, these two batsmen, they really understand each other well. We have Patricia with the quick singles, and then we have Sandra with over-the-top shots, racing all the way to the boundary. I think that's the best understanding of each other you can ever find in the middle.
I agree with you there, Florence. I think Sandra, she's not actually, she's not afraid of swinging the ball hard, freeing her arms, attacking the bowler, and also giving these Sierra Leone fielders to stay busy, which is actually a good thing. You can actually hear from the dugout there, their coach now saying that we don't want dots, we want more runs, we want to score on the board, we want runs. There, that's it, over the top, over the bowler's head there. There's a fielder behind the ball. They want to steal another run there. No. What a good piece of fielding there by the Sierra Leone fielder there on the mid-off.
Sierra Leone really struggling. They're letting Uganda do what they do.
That's a wide there again. They run it, looking for a second one. No, that's a good throw here from Sandra Achawo.
Two consecutive wides by our left-arm bowler. Really gonna cost the team, giving Uganda some chances and some more runs on the board.
That's another swing there over mid-off. The fielder is chasing the ball. Oh, that's a 4 runs there.
That was a beautiful shot by Sandra. I tell you, Sandra is really quite good with anything on the front foot. She will swing so hard, even the fielder loses all the hope to chase the ball to the boundary.
I think Sandra now, she's at that state whereby she's not actually afraid to go out. She just want to hit the ball run, and put runs on the board now.
Time is running out for Uganda. We're looking at 120 as a projected
that's a swing
score.
again now. Chance for a run out there. Oh, that's a no ball caught by the umpire. They are running for the second one there. You can hear from the shout out from the dugout there. The coach shouting for Sandra to stay there. Because now they depend on Sandra and Patricia there.
And now Sandra has a chance to do whatever she likes. The umpire called a no ball for the previous ball. I wonder what Sandra is going to do now. Is she going to hit a 6 or is she going to keep it down for a 4?
That's a free hit signaled by the umpire, Mr. Justin Musungu.
You know, we saw yesterday from the Botswana batter, Pako, when she was given a free hit, she really moved her feet in a very funny stance, and she hit it for a 4. But now we're having Sandra missing the free hit.
That's a hit there from Sandra there. Straight to long on. They managed to take a single there.
They managed to squeeze in 2 runs there.
Yeah.
You know, it's very rare for you to see in girls cricket.
That's the end of the over there. And the score is 100 for 2 after 18 overs. talking of Paco from yesterday's game, I think she had that technique for hooking the ball. I don't know what can I say about the way she plays, but I think she's actually a player whereby she can actually change it anytime. Like the way she was hitting those balls, leading to the Botswana's victory.
I totally agree with you. I would say the same about Motile from Namibia. She also tends to shift her feet around and give herself enough room for anything outside of. She would really move her feet a lot and swing. And every ball she hit that was on the off definitely went for a 4.
That was another chance for a run out. Oh, they missed again. There was a slight back up there showing some football skills there.
That was a good save there at extra cover by Fatu Conte. Not giving them a chance to go for a second run.
Oh, that's a big shot there. Long on chasing the ball in. The Daggard shouting for the second run. There's a chance for a run out there. Oh.
They miss a chance for a run out. Uganda seems to be panicking a little bit. They're running for everything they have left. Time is running out. That was a good save by Long on there. Unfortunately, they missed.
There was slightly of a slow reaction from the Long on there. The chance for a run out was there. So looking at the score now, Florence, you said maybe it's something like 104, 102. But looking at the score now, I think these guys, they managed to be in a higher place to score anything above 120.
Yeah, you're right, Cliff. The way things are right now, they might definitely actually get to 120 and above.
That's a hit again from Sandra. And Long one picks up the ball and throws to the bowler there. Oh, they miss again. There's a chance for a third one there. Oh, what a piece of running there. There's an overthrow again, but slightly there's a backup now. They want to take the fourth one, but no, she went back to her room now.
That is exactly what I was talking about. Sierra Leone losing the little concentration they have left. The overthrows, the direct miss hits, giving the batters enough chance to run more. Managing to squeeze 3 runs from a ball just went closer to Long on.
They might just hold the ball so that they receive those extra 2 runs, extra 1 run. There's a thick edge there, going to the short third, and they managed to take a 1 run there. And their partnership moves to 89 between Patricia and Sandra.
When you look at it, Wycliffe, do you think we're going to see a century partnership, a first of its kind for this tournament?
Yeah, I think so. If these 2 batters actually go for every ball like what they are doing now, chance for a catch there. Oh, she runs away from the ball there. Oh, there was an easy chance there. I think she was actually looking direct to the sun there. But yeah, back to your point, Folland, I think we can actually have the first century partnership in this tournament. Looking at it, they only need 10 runs now. And with the 1.2 overs remaining, that's a swing and a miss. That's a good ball there from Christina. And that marks the end of the over.
19 overs gone, 106 on the board with only 2 wickets left. Uganda really doing well with 8 wickets at hand. You can see Sandra doing anything she can to hit everything that she gets, whether it's straight or it's outside off. They've been listening very hard to the coach shouting from the stands there. You gotta enjoy yourself. You gotta run harder.
Yeah, Florence, what could be the an advice, since it's the last over there for Sandra and Patricia? Looking at it, they actually need some runs on the board, a good score there, which they can actually be able to restrict the Sierra Leone ladies to get to.
You know, I'm honestly at a loss of words here, Wycliffe. I do not have advice for Uganda. They're really doing well. They've been hitting Sierra Leone all over the place. I think they're securing this for themselves. They're proving that nothing is over until the last ball. They started really slow, but now they're really picking up momentum. Sandra looking to close the first inning of the second game in the afternoon. She's really struggling now, though. She's been trying to hit very hard, but you can see that she's struggling right now.
And that's Emma Kamara coming from the UB end. She's actually an impressive bowler. She's been bowling well.
With an economy of 3, that is very good.
That's a good swing there above the sky. Oh, it's taken, it's out. Sandra is out. Trying to get the ball over the covers there. But unfortunately, the fielder there, she managed to hold the ball.
I don't think Uganda has to worry about that wicket. They have a lot of wickets at hand. Sandra did her job. She represented her country really well.
That
Coming
was a good
out.
innings. That was actually a good innings from Sandra. That was an impressive inning from Sandra. You can actually hear the cheer from the dugout there as she walks out across the rope.
Sandra just missing her first half century, only managing 44 from 45 balls with a strike rate of 98. I gotta say, Wycliffe, that is very, very amazing from a top order batsman.
Yeah, it was actually impressive from the ball one, the way she actually addressed herself, attacking the bowlers, running between the wickets. I think that was actually a good thing. I think also the Sierra Leone ladies, they're actually looking at the way she was actually playing herself, addressing herself, staying in the game, stay focused. Yeah, I think actually she had a good inning. Although she missed the first half century for the tournament, I think she'll be actually hurt by that one. Yeah, that's the new batter there is Masila.
Melissa Ariokot coming in at number 5. You know, the cricket grounds here are really close to the game reserves. It's quite natural for you to see a lot of wild animals here on the field.
Yeah.
Watching the game. Stopping the ball for you if they have to.
Yeah, that was a quick single there. From Patricia there. She's still in. She's sitting on 34 runs of 40 balls. That's Melissa there, taking her first ball, and she's swinging the miss. Yeah, I think that's actually which I would love to see. She's trying to put the ball over extra cover there.
With only 1 ball remaining, I am very curious to see what Melissa is going to do.
She's gonna swing across the line. Watch this. Oh, that's a wide again. Patricia is trying to steal that 1 run there, but I said no. There's actually a fielder behind the ball. Yeah, 1 ball remaining from this innings. And the score is 109 for 3.
You can see how fatigued Sierra Leone looks with the heat here. I'm under the shade, but I can feel the heat myself.
Yeah, ish. Oh, Bodem.
What a way to end the first innings there by the bowler. Sierra Leone could have done this before the partnerships string lined all the way over 90. Unfortunately, we didn't see the first century's partnership. And that marks the end of the first inning. Sierra Leone managed to give Uganda 108 runs, and now they have to chase that. We're gonna take a 10-minute break, but we have a lot of good performances there. Patricia not out with 34 runs and 40 balls. Unfortunately, Sandra gave us goodbye just before the end of the first innings with 44 from 45. Melissa also saying goodbye to us during the last ball. That was amazing. You know, Alice really did well, only managing to give 13 runs to Uganda with only a wicket, but she contributed the most wides, giving 6 wides to Uganda. That is an extra over that she gave.
Yeah.
Which gave Uganda a chance to redeem themselves.
And counting extras, there's 24 extras from Sierra Leone, which also I think contributed to the total score for the Ugandians there. So yeah, we'll be back after this. So yeah, welcome back to the second innings. We can see the umpires are walking in to the field there. The two batters also, they're walking in. That's Fatou Conte and Emma Kamara. They looks they are walking slowly there. I think they're a bit of a chat there. How they are going to do their business in this afternoon.
Agnes Nakakande taking her run up. Sorry. That's Kevin Amuge. A little bit of a misconfusion here with the numbers.
I think Sierra Leone here they have an upper hand since they need 108 runs off 120 balls. So just patience, focus, stay in the game, and they take the ball as it is, ball at a time. I think they're going to jump over straight to the line, taking this match. And also not forgetting Uganda, they're actually pretty impressive with the ball also. So yeah, I think this is a 50-50 match. Yeah, that's Kevin Amuge taking your first ball there. Oh, what a ball, and a good follow through straight to the batman there.
Sierra Leone looking for the first win in the tournament. You know what they say, you have to be careful of a bruised animal. A little bit shocked by how they lost to Botswana yesterday towards the end of the game. It looked like they had it in the bag, but they let it slip away. You can't use your hands to fetch the water. So
there's another good ball there, way too outside off. I think this pitch is starting to do things now. You can actually see the boys actually drifting away, way too much.
Beginning of the tournament, the first game Uganda with Namibia, the pitch was a bit slow, the balls were keeping low, but now you can see the swings, the turns, the spins, a little bit of pace now coming up from the teams.
Oh, that's another good ball there.
Look
from
at that
Kevin
swing.
Amuge. Yeah, I think this pitch now is actually doing things, contributing to the shooting side now. Because you can actually imagine that outswing there. It's actually a threat to the batter there. That's Kevin Amuge taking a fourth ball there. Oh, there's a bit of a shout out there for LB, but they took that leg by there.
Changing her line, Kevin, not really working out for her. It'd be best if she just kept that line. Sierra Leone seems to be struggling with that.
Yeah, I think the best way now for the Sierra Leone guys is just to stick around, wait for the bad balls. But at the moment, went across the line there, and that's a fire-cracking 4 runs there.
A beautiful sweep shot there from Sierra Leone. Emma Kamara sweeping Kevin unexpectedly. That was a good length of a ball. But you gotta do whatever you have to do to put the runs on the board.
That was actually a good shot. She's not scared to free her arms there.
That's gonna make Kevin think twice with her line.
Most definitely.
She might make a mistake because of that, being afraid to be hit.
Again, she went across the middle of his day, chance for a run out there.
And
he gave it out. What a good piece of fielding there from the middle of picking up the ball, throwing straight to the stumps. The keeper doing a job there. It was actually a good piecing of fielding there.
That was a good throw by Asumin there from Uganda. Giving a little problem to Sierra Leone.
You can actually see the frustration there from Emma Kumara from that run out there. I think there was actually a slow run there, slightly back up.
There was a
That's
slight
what they say.
miscommunication as well there.
Exactly.
There was no run there, but they tried to squeeze it. The risky runs are gonna cost them a lot, and it just cost them the opening better there. Here comes the captain, Selena Bull. We're yet to see how she's going to take her team towards victory, or if it's going to end in tears for Sierra Leone.
There's a bit of a chat there between Selena, the captain, with Emma Kumara. I think the chat between these two, between Selena and Emma, not to take the risky runs, especially inside the 30-yard circle, because the Sierra Leone feeders, especially those ones in the inside circle, I think they are actually a bit fast. So yeah,
Immaculate.
they wouldn't want to take those risky runs, taking those singles. But it's actually a good start from the Sierra Leone guys so far. Taking the first wicket. That actually simply shows how these ladies prepared for this match and how they also want to win their second match. Another left arm over the wicket.
That was a very good delivery right at the invisible stump there.
That's Jimia Mohammed coming from the UB end, bowling left arm over the wicket. Oh, that's another shot there. Captain Selena says, stay there, stay there. We don't want to risk runs, taking risky runs there. Going back to Jimia Mohammed, left arm coming over the wicket, and you could actually see there's a slip in place there. Point extra cover, straight mid off. Simply shows you're going to bowl the ball to the offside. Swing and a miss.
Uganda confident with that slip there. Do you think they might get an edge?
Yeah, pretty sure. Looking at Emma Kumara, the way she's playing her shots, I think they might be like getting that thick edge straight behind to them, because he's actually bowling your boss to the offside, according to your field set there. The running towards the boundary there. There's a fielder there. A quick throw there. Oh, straight to the direct hit there. But she managed to get in and scoop 2 runs. Oh, that was off the glove.
Annette Anume there at fine leg, managing to save a boundary. You know, there's nothing as frustrating to a bowler than a ball that goes to the boundary with the batsman missing it.
They say leg bias.
Leg bite.
Leg bias.
It's 2 runs. In the comment, we can actually see. Oh, that's a wide there from Jimia Mohammed. I think she had a bit loose his line there. I think she must actually go back to the offside the way she was bowling the previous balls. In also doing that, it actually restricting those extra runs. Because in this position, we don't want extras.
Sierra Leone here not bad the start that they have.
Another good ball there through the legs. What a good ball there, and a well stop from the keeper.
Jimia seems to have an idea of how she wants her bowlers to bowl. I mean, look at the way she set her field. We have 2 down at the boundary behind her, especially with the left Sema coming in. We also have Patricia at slip there. Unfortunately, her left arm bowler has lost her line, giving an advantage to Sierra Leone.
I think there's a bit of loss of for his line there. For the first 3 balls that's actually bowling to the offside according to their field set there. There's a swing and a miss. Straight full ball there. Brings to the end of the over. And the score is 9 runs for 1 after 2 overs.
The current run rate is not that bad for Sierra Leone. They can pick it up anytime. They require 5.5 at the over, and they're currently at 4.5. You know, that one extra run can help them per over. They're looking quite calm, Sierra Leone. They're not rushing off, taking their sweet time in the middle there.
Yeah, they need to build partnerships here. After losing the first early wicket, I think it will be actually a good thing for these 2 batters to actually build a strong foundation for them to set.
Kevin coming from the commentator's side. She's got quite the line. And you know, there's nothing as difficult as bowling to a left-handed batsman when you're a right-handed bowler. You gotta think a lot about adjustments. You know, if it's too wide, that's giving it an opportunity for the batter to swing their arms. But you can corner them and give it to them too straight.
Yeah, so I think they must bowl actually good line, good length. Oh, there's an inside edge there. Going down, fine leg. Managed to get a 1 run there. That's Selina Boo, the captain, trying to swing the ball through the covers, but managed to get an inside edge. But what a good piece of fielding from Kevin Amuge. She's an actually impressive bowler throughout the tournament. Facing there, that's Emma Kamara. There's a chance for an LB there. The umpire is not interested, and that's not out.
Wrong selection of a shot there by Emma Kamara. The ball was keeping low and it was super straight. It was definitely a front foot shot. It was a ball for a front foot shot, but she wanted to swing across, looking for a boundary.
There's a chance for a catch there through the point. There's a chance of a run out there. That's not out. Captain Selina taking those risky shots.
That was a nice stop there by Point. If it managed to pass through them a little bit, Sierra Leone could have won for the second run.
Yeah, most definitely. But I think 30 yards, in the 30 yard circle, these guys have been brilliant, taking the ball straight to the keeper. As you can see, to the offside there, these guys are on their toes every time they walk in with the bowler. There was a shout there. The ball hitting the leg, and umpire signal leg bite there. I think at this point Sierra Leone, they have to take everything which is coming their way.
And if they face too many dot balls, you can see just how much pressure that would give them. They need a 96 runs from 103 balls. There was a point where they needed 100 runs from 110. The run rate is falling quite a bit. Slowly and slowly, they won't be able to take the pressure if that run rate goes below 3 before the half of the second inning.
That's a swing and a miss again. That's Emma Kumara trying to drive the ball off to the offside. And that brings the end of the third over. And the score is 12-1. The Sierra Leone guys, I think they've been impressive throughout the ball. The fielding, it's up the bar. I think if they keep on with the same spirit, I think this game might be going down. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, that's a left and right combination there. So we are going to see more of a shift in the field. Captain moving the fielders.
You know, there's nothing that bugs the fielding team more than the left and right combination. Your players keep moving up and down the field every time there's a single. And as a player talking from experience, that is very tiring indeed. Jumping across the wickets over and over again.
Especially if you're at point. Every ball you have to stay on your toes. You run across, you come back, you run across, then you come back. That's a wide. That's a wide there. Immaculate Mandera bowling here, second over there. That's a left arm against the left again. Change of action there. Immaculate coming round the wicket. Oh, that's a good ball there, good line. Well played, Emma. That's a good shot there from Selina Boo. That's Emma there coming around the wicket. That's a good shot through the gap there. Straight to third man. They managed to take a 1 run there. Bring their score to 14.
You know, with girls cricket, there's something that I've noticed. You have that late flourish with the girls' drives. You know, when they're not getting the runs with the straight drives, they'll wait a little bit for them and drive them in between gully and point. Sometimes getting a boundary if there's nobody at the boundary.
That's a good shot there from Ama Kumara, straight over covers. Oh, that brings a 4. What a good shot there.
4 for Sierra Leone, bringing the total to 18 after 3.4 overs. With 9 wickets at hand, Sierra Leone is not off to a bad start.
I think Emma now, she's actually freeing her arms now, trying to get the runs on the board. Not scared to hit the balls now. What a swing and a miss there. What a good ball again from Emma. Dotting Emma Kumara again.
Immaculate trying hard to keep her line. Not worrying about that 4.
Oh, that's a wide again. Slightly losing his areas there. I think she must keep the ball way outside of. There, that's a swing there from Emma Kamara. The runner is going for it. He's chasing the ball. What a good shot from Emma there. Hitting the ball down to long on. 4 runs. That brings the end of the 4th over. And the score is 23-4-1. I think that's a good start from the Sierra Leone ladies. That's actually a good start inside the power play. Even though they lost 1 wicket. But yeah, they've been running hard. The wickets.
Asmin was a bit lazy to go down for that ball, letting it pass her right through her feet, giving the closing boundary for the 4th over for Sierra Leone.
Slightly from there's attention there. I think the batsman needs some little bit for attention, but now I think the sun is really scorching. The more you run, the more you get a little bit tired. So yeah, but I don't think it's actually a big thing there. Should be actually fun. Yes, and actually she's up now.
Sierra Leone's run rate is definitely picking right now. Those boundaries were much needed for Sierra Leone just to calm themselves down. But they have to be too careful not to face a lot of dot balls in the coming overs. Uganda needs to keep putting the pressure on Sierra Leone.
That's Kevin Amuge bowling her 3rd over now. I think what's ringing in her mind now is she also wants 1 wicket now before she finishes her spell. And that's a good ball. Shout out there for an LB. But the umpire says no. That's not out. Uganda looking for their 2nd win, and also Sierra Leone looking for their 1st win in this match.
I always say it and I will say it again, whoever wants it more will definitely get it.
Very true. That's a good shot there from Selena, taking a quick single there.
That was a good throw from Melissa there. If it was a direct hit, it could have been a chance for a run out. Slightly missing the stumps, giving Sierra Leone a single. I have to say that is one of the best throws I've seen thus far in the tournament.
Yes, that was a good throw there. And a good backup again from the Sierra Leone ladies. That's a dead ball there, signaled by the umpire. What a good ball there from Kevin Umage. Emma Kamara playing that ball straight to the offside, playing it safe. No risky runs here, ladies.
The first tournament of its kind for the under-19 qualifiers. Only one team gets to make it to the World Cup. And if you see, there are not so many teams down here of Southern Africa. We have Uganda and Sierra Leone up north, closer to the west. Namibia, Botswana, Mozambique, Malawi, here at the bottom. This could be an opening chance for many more tournaments like this to come. I'm very curious to who is going to take it home and who is going to represent Africa in the qualifiers. And the umpire gives it. The second wicket for Sierra Leone falls. The captain for Uganda is definitely happy. Jimia very happy for that second wicket. That ball was very straight and it was not missing the stumps at all. It was keeping very low with a little bit of pace, managing to trick the Sierra Leone batter.
The new batter there is Jenny Newland from Sierra Leone. Definitely should be wanting to put some runs on the board.
Sierra Leone still have a few wickets at hand, and the run rate is not that bad. But now Uganda is starting to pick up the momentum. Very crucial in the first power play to get as many wickets as possible for the fielding team. Slight edge there, and there was a drop there by Patricia Timong. That could have been the third wicket for Uganda.
Oh, that's a chance missed there by Sierra Leone.
Five overs gone, 25 for 2. Sierra Leone might be losing the balance here.
Yeah, I think Selena is actually building up. She's building up.
Bowler there. Switching it up, Uganda. Jimia switching it up, bringing in spin. Rachel coming in from the UB end.
What a good throw there from Immaculate Nandera, fielding at point.
South Africa and Zimbabwe have already qualified for this, Now we have to see which one is going to take it to join the other two countries for the World Cup for the under-19 young ladies, the first of its kind. It is going to be very, very interesting. Some of these players here are playing for the first time. They're not used to a very large crowd. So many eyes watching.
That's a good shot there from Selena, the captain there. The field are running it to the boundary there. What a good stop there. They managed to pick 2 runs there. What a good sign from the captain there. Hitting the ball straight over the bowler. Looking for those runs. But there definitely some runs on the board there. What a good shot there over extra. And 2 fielders chasing the ball there. Seems like the outfit for today is actually a little bit slow. Or the batter didn't hit the ball actually harder so that it actually crossed the boundary line there. But they managed to get 2 runs, which is a good sign there from the captain.
The boundary by the parking lot side seems to be a little longer, so I don't think we'll see so many boundary shots on that side of the pitch. Anything leg, if you don't hit it that hard, we'll see the fielders chasing for it. Sometimes the ball will stop at the boundary if it wants to.
Yeah, very true. Compared to yesterday, I think the outfit was actually a bit quicker. But looking at today, it's actually a bit. I think the grass actually grows over the night slightly. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I think now from the silent batters now, I think they must hit the ball harder now. That's the only way they're going to get those boundaries. What a good ball there to finish off the over. And the score is 29 for 2 after 6 overs.
Unfortunately, my man Wycliffe had to leave me, but he's not leaving me stranded. Ino is back joining me here. Very full of jokes, Mr. Innocent.
I'm happy to be back. Patricia Timong, new bowler in the attack. Taking some pace off the ball. She starts with a wide. The last time I was here in the Combs box, I left Uganda batting. They were 29 for 2 after 12 overs. I come back with Sierra Leone at 29 for 2 after 6 overs. So Sierra Leone getting what Uganda had in half the time. Uganda had 29 in 12 and they have 29 in 6. They lost 2 wickets apiece.
But you gotta hand it to Uganda though. They were able to pick up a lot of runs after 10 overs. Sorry, after 13 overs. Not losing any wickets up until the last over.
Uganda getting 67 runs in the last 8 overs. Tells you they did very well.
You can't help but wonder if they did that at the beginning. The score could have been above 130. And Sierra Leone could have been having a hard problem chasing that.
Good running there. And it's a ball on the pads. Just guided along the ground for a run. Runs is what matters for Sierra Leone. They get the runs. Either way, they're playing this match like a final because they know if they don't win today, they'll be back. They'll be on their way home because they won't be able to finish among the top 2 in the group lost to Botswana yesterday and playing Uganda today, they know a loss to Uganda will rule them out of contention for place in the last 4. And that is the business end of the tournament, where people will be putting their bodies on the line, and you're gonna know they can seal that place in the semi-finals today and take a rest tomorrow, the official rest day, the first rest day, with 2 wins in the bag.
And if Sierra Leone manages to bag this one, it's going to be a fight for the run rates to see which team is saying goodbye and which team is staying after the rest day tomorrow. So it's more like a final for either one of the teams.
Call it a virtual final, but there's business to be done. Of course, Africa doing very well already, with 2 members qualifying for the World Cup by default, because their senior sides are test playing nations. That is Zimbabwe and South Africa. 1 of 9 here will join them as the 3rd representatives from Africa. And I tell you, the first ever World Cup also being held in Africa will be very memorable for the young girls to go out there and bask in glory.
Zimbabwe, senior ladies for Zimbabwe were finally given an ODI status by ICC. And we're yet to see if that is going to be possible for any of the under-19 teams. We're going to be waiting for an under-19 ODI test match anytime soon. Do you think that's possible?
Long call, but the ICC can do anything. And that is the end of over number 7, 32-2. Sierra Leone gliding along nicely.
A little bit of slight changing there by Jimia. Moving her strongest fielders to the off.
Quite interesting field setting for the spinner. There's one boundary rider on the offside that's in the cover area. The other one is at a long on that is edged. It's running all the way. The chase is on from Nakakande. Agnes does well to stop it. And they run to
You can hear the fielders cheering on their captain not to give those byes. Collect those balls.
and that is clean balled. She strikes when her team needed her to do exactly that. Pressure was runs on board that is dipping in on her. She's got to take a little walk back to the hut because she's been bowled by the spinner.
And now things are not looking really good for Sierra Leone. Now they're losing some quick wickets there, the top order wickets. Before turnovers, it's quite dangerous if you ask me. You don't want to be putting pressure at the low order batters.
There's a new batter in the park, Hassanatu, one half of the Sawane sisters. Right in the block hole, in the middle. Hassanatu keeps it out with a dead bat. Wisest of the things to do.
You see quite a lot often.
Hit high up in the air, That is just over the bowler said, no man's land. She will be safe. Left hand, right hand combination, giving the fielders a little more mileage. They're earning the miles on the ground.
As you can see, Patricia seems to be a little bit tired from that. Keeps moving back and forth.
There she goes. Patricia Timong. Jimia, the captain, giving her a busy afternoon under somewhat hot conditions here. Humid.
Clean pickup there, as well as a throw. I have to say, you don't see these clean pickups rarely with these youngsters. A lot of misfields from Sierra Leone when Uganda was batting. Uganda getting those 2s and 3s from the overthrows and the misfields.
Well, Uganda not only looking bright in the yellow and red, they're also looking brilliant in the fielding. Especially for me, the field settings are similar to what we see with the senior sides do. And the bowlers are trying to do exactly that, to bowl to their fields. End of the over. Another over gone. 35 for 3 after 8 overs. Another 70 plus runs required. 73, 74 runs required.
Sierra Leone putting the pressure on themselves. The run rate, the expected run rate has gone up a little bit from 5.77 to 6.08. Things might get hot for Sierra Leone if they don't watch out.
Patricia Timong continuing to do the business. We saw her very handy with the bat. She was part of the rebuilding phase for Uganda's innings. Board right in the middle. Patricia Timong is doing very easy and basic things, asking Sierra Leone batters, if you've got the power, come after the bowling. She's not trying to push the ball. She's just chipping away and dotting away. As she continues to dot away, she creates more pressure. Another one in the middle for her.
And you know, Patricia yesterday against Namibia, she was really giving the chances for the catches. Swinging across Namibia, unfortunately Uganda was not on the tippy toes. Dropping around 5 catches, 3 of which belonged to Patricia. I'm sure they must have went back to correct that. And if she does it again, they can at least expect it.
Good fielding there from Immaculate Nandera at point. And the dots continue, same story as we end over number 9. The score is 35 for 3. What do you make of the scores at this particular stage, Florence? You as a batter, a top order batter, your job, you've have one job to kill the bowlers, to get the runs, but you can only kill them by getting the runs. If you were in the middle, what would you be telling your partner?
You know, as a batter, it's very important when you're chasing a score that requires less than run a ball. You gotta make sure that by 10 overs, at least half of the runs are already on the board. You know, just to keep the pressure off of yourself. And if you want to talk with your partner, the other one can manage to hit the balls harder, securing a boundary every over. The other one can just tip it and run it. You know, that communication and that understanding is very needed when you're chasing the score.
Hit over the top. That's a beautiful cricketing shot. But there is protection at long on. Richard Chan will only go for 1. They need boundaries. They will not be getting as many wides as they gave to Uganda. You were here as Uganda ran amok late in the innings. Another chance to catch. She doesn't catch. She decides to save 3 runs, because if she tried to catch that, could have gone for 4. Sensible cricket from the youngster from Uganda.
You know, I always say this, spinners get hit the most, but they create the most chances for the wickets, especially with the catches. You know, that is why most of the time when spinners get hit, they don't really worry that much. If they get the wickets that they need, they save the team from a lot of trouble.
Selena Bull, the captain, getting advice from her dugout. They say, come on, skipper, give us a miracle here. We need a victory or else we'll be heading back to West Africa. There she goes, big. Who wants it? Taken, dropped.
She almost had it. She almost had it. Melissa leaving it and giving Sierra Leone a second chance. That must be very frustrating for Rochelle.
Melissa, one of the safest pair of hands in Team Uganda. She may be the youngest, a primary pupil, but she's earning mileage in national colors at that age. You're going to be seeing a lot of her for a very long time. I envision you will be playing with her in the next tournament, because the selectors already saying positive things about her, and I think she could be the trump card for the selectors to play in the senior women's team of Uganda, the Victoria Pearls as they go by the moniker.
Definitely. Let's just hope that Uganda doesn't lose a coup if they want to secure the second one in the bag. They managed to beat Namibia yesterday, and Namibia managed to take out all that frustration out on Botswana, scoring the highest runs of the tournament so far, 190 plus on the board. Botswana only managing 52. That was just how tough and difficult it was for Botswana. Most teams winning the first and losing the second. Will it be the same for Uganda?
Hopefully not for the people watching from East Africa. They want the fire to keep burning in the positive manner. Talking about that game yesterday, Uganda were guilty of dropping 6 catches against Namibia. But the people that were dropped Namibia didn't do a lot of damage. Namibia had only 36 runs after 10 overs. Uganda getting out of jail, because when the big hitters did come, they did sky the balls, and the super catches were taken at the boundary by Asumina Kurut, Annette Anume and company. Right now, it's time to go. Selena Bull senses that. You can see the urgency in the batting. They will give more chances to Uganda. Onus is on Uganda. If they want to win the match, they should take the catches, because they say catches win matches.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that, but Sierra Leone has to be careful. The run rate keeps on going up. The expected run rate is cruising from 6.9 to 7.3. It looks like they're letting it slip out of their hands.
Good hit. Straighter. What a stop. Athleticism from Asmin Akrut. She's put her body on the line for her team. Interesting. The game is not done and dusted as a contest. Still very much alive. That is, I think that will be a wide plus many more. Wide 4, call that 5.
Jimmy slightly being lazy to collect that one, letting it pass her right next
Under
to
her
her
nose.
leg.
Yeah.
That's gonna cost Uganda
5 runs. Chance, big chance there.
She goes for the sweep shot.
Oh, she missed out on a freebie, if you ask me. Leone will come Karabo Motlanka into the comms box, the captain of the Zebras, the senior men's national team of Botswana. Karabo, they are moving at 4.3. They need 6.82. Every dot ball add pressure, but the dot balls have been minimized, and that one could also race away all the way to the boundary. Yes, boundaries coming through for Selena Bull. This is exactly what they want.
Sierra Leone captain here looking to take the bull by the horns, so to speak. Looking to put her team in a commanding position. This game is finally poised, Innocent, and it makes for an interesting finale here. Sierra Leone's tactic of deciding to bowl first. Maybe now that tactic is looking to bear some fruits.
Changing the field settings. There's a deep square leg for the sweep shot, and there's one in mid wicket. Selena Bull has shown that she can bat.
This is going to be a very interesting end to the game, yeah.
For Uganda, they're thinking that if they can pick the wicket of Selena Bull, the left hand has troubled them really very much. I believe things will be better because she's compensated for the dot ball she had earlier on in her innings with some quick runs. Pressure on the young Ugandans. Right in the middle, Longon is there to do some protection.
Good to see these closely contested games.
And you very well know that Selena Bull is on her second chance. She's making her second chance count because she gave her a catch in the deep that was dropped. And she's making hay while the sun still shines.
And it is shining very brightly in Gaborone.
That's the end of 12 overs, 55 for 3. It is interesting here. Sierra Leone need 53 from 48 balls. With enough resources in hand, 7 wickets to the dot.
As I had mentioned earlier, Innocent, this ground 2 of the BCA ovals is known very much for being a very difficult defending ground. Very difficult to defend on this ground. We know it to be.
Yeah, because they made 107.
So in that case, I would say Sierra Leone are not out of this game.
108. Yeah, because I had 109. Apparently it was short. That boy was scoring again. I gave him a chance, he was good. Okay. So I updated the stat. Yeah, so that it can show the stat.
Asumini Akrutu comes in.
Smash that long grab towards long on. Picked up by the fielder. Rotational strike there from Selena Bull.
The right-hander, Hassanatu Sawen, is being surrounded by the people in the 30. Keeper parries it, chance for a catch. Jinia Mohammed, the captain of Uganda, has been punching below her weight all day today with the gloves. She's much better than that, but 2 chances have gone down begging to her. Yesterday it was her outfielders. Today it is her, and she's the captain Who will she blame?
No one to blame in this instance. We wonder if Uganda will come to rue these chances that they have put down. Cricket is always a good game in hindsight, when you think I could have, I should have, I would have. But now's the time. Now's the time to take these chances.
It's an injury break here. And we'll give you a chance to look at the wildlife that is enjoying and offering the 12th man role here in Habarone at the Botswana Cricket Association over number 2. The monkeys are plenty, and guess what? They are watching 2 sports at one time. They're having a chance to catch the golf right over the fence and catching the cricket of the girls playing the Under-19 Women's World Cup T20 World Cup Africa Qualifier. Well, you should come and visit Habarone, visit Botswana. There's plenty to catch, not just on the sporting field, but as well in the parks. There's some tourism going on. And if you love music, the people of Habarone never go to sleep. There's no dull moment here. They party all night long. There was a concert. I can spill the secret all too, since we have this time out. There was a big concert here with all the big artists in Africa here at the National Stadium where the Zebras do play from. And I tell you, the house was on fire and the people took the roof off.
Did you manage to catch some of the action there, Innocent? You're describing it very vividly.
Because when I woke up in the morning, I could still hear the music blaring through my self-contained room at the beautiful Avani Resort. Even driving here is normally 5 minutes. We needed 15 because of the traffic from the party animals that are in Habarone. Well, back to the cricket. Karabo, you owe me one for me spilling the secrets there. But I tell you, we will be having a cracker of a finish to this match. Cramps, she's cramping. Selena Bull, she is the trump card for this team. She must be there at the very end if her team is to cross the finish line on the Victorian side.
Leadership qualities need to come through here. She needs to see her team home. Similar to what we saw from Pakwa yesterday, playing an innings that saw Botswana win. We need the same from Selena if she's going to make it.
Another edge that is racing all the way to the boundary. That will be 4 runs. She has luck on her side. And she's getting the runs on the board. The Ugandans must find a way of getting Selena Bull out because she's going to throw her hands at everything in her zone. And as a left-hander, sometimes the field setting is hard for the opposition captain to conjure.
Definitely, I agree. Maybe Uganda they just missed the trick in not having a third man in place with the angle that the bowler's coming in to Selena there.
It's a very good ball. I wish they had taken off for a single because it was hitting the gap.
Yes, maybe Selena's cramp is playing a role now. Not looking for those quick singles anymore.
The last 2 overs have been very fruitful for Leone. The West Africans managing 15 runs from the last 2 overs.
Just get to pop off a length there to finish this over.
61 for 3 after 13 overs. Leone need 47 from 42 balls. Uganda needs 7 wickets. Who is going to turn out victorious? Put some money on the bank. Let me see if you can join the betting house right now.
Very difficult to call here, Innocent. Very difficult to call. We haven't seen how Sierra Leone do in a chase. As I mentioned earlier, this ground 2 of the BCA ovals can be a difficult ground to defend on at times. At this point, I'd say Uganda 51 to Sierra Leone's 49.
Tight as they come, well said Mr. Karabo. Annette Anume is here in the attack.
To be honest, I think Sierra Leone might be missing a trick here by not getting these quick singles. They might look to rule them in the end.
They're trusting themselves to get the boundary. Come on, believe. Trusting themselves to throw the kitchen sink at the back end of the innings.
Very nice flight being tossed up here by Naomi Mbali. Tempting the batter to take it aerial. Let's see the response from Sawane.
Therefore, the hitting, she just stops it. Hasanatu has been told to hold fort. Whichever you look at it, she trusts that the captain bull will hold the bull by its horns.
Oh, another flighted delivery, and this time she goes for it. Tired of patting it back. Run rate always getting up. This time she decides she might chance her arm over the leg side.
4 balls, 4 dots in Annette Anume's second over. Not able to get a grip of the ball. Every dot ball does pile the pressure. And she has no answers to the questions that have been asked in this particular over by Annette Anume. Anume, of course, making up for the little zone of carnage. I don't say carnage. Okay, fruitful zone for Sierra Leone when they got 15 runs in 2 overs.
Pulled
Hit
away.
powerfully. Last ball of the over. They want her to stay on strike. And the trick works for Uganda. They give her a run on the last ball of the over. She's gotten 1 ball from 6 deliveries. So the score card only improves by 1 run. It's now 62 for 3 after 14 overs. And I tell you, this is what the 5 dot balls in the last over. Sierra Leone now need 46 runs from 36 balls. From a required run rate of 6.6, they now need 7.67 per over.
I would call it still an interestingly poised match, but they cannot afford a repeat of the last over. Only 1 run after 6 deliveries. If they do that again, they will be playing themselves out of this match, especially with wickets in hand.
Do the percentages still stay the same? 51-49?
58-42.
Well, I like you. You must be a very good mathematician and a stingy businessman. You don't give too many or too much of a discount at any one time. But well, here we are with the Patricia Timong coming through. That is edged. And they run through for a single.
Selena Bull there making sure that she finds herself back on strike. She watched the last over from the other end and probably thought it's better I take the responsibility on myself.
And she's going to be going hard. Whichever you look at it, for me, she's the last recognizable of the senior batters in the side. Change in the field setting. You can see they have parked everyone on the onside for Selena Bull. There's mid wicket, there's cow corner, there is deep square leg.
Good line in length.
And the offside is in the 30 with 1 sweeper. Sandra Achao.
Patricia Timong playing a role with the ball here after her innings with the bat, which helped set up the game for Uganda. Hit straight. This is going to run all the way to the boundary.
4 runs because she is standing squarer instead of straighter, because that's not that fielding position doesn't have a name in cricket, where the young Malisa was standing.
Yes, it looks like the left-hand, right-hand combination here for Sierra Leone could be causing a few disturbances in terms of setting the field for Uganda, challenging the captain, challenging the keeper to see the angles.
It's a beautiful stroke from Selina Bull.
Lovely. Maker's name being shown to the bowler.
And after boundary, she plays the dot ball. So she's gotten 4 runs from 3 balls. She's faced that far. A boundary every over will help, but it needs to be backed up by some singles.
Yes, I believe so. It's an area where they should be looking to push as they look to try to get towards the target.
And she's clean ball. That could be it for Uganda. They could be sensing now victory. I tell you, Selina Bull closed her eyes, hoiked, had her head high up in the sky, looking to hit that one too. The next ground for 12 runs. Well, she's only manages to get bowled neck and crop, looking for glory. Selina Bull, well played, but she leaves it a little too early.
Ramatu Taurai, new to the wicket, showing energy, walking in with some purpose.
Patricia Timong, you saw her with the bat, bowling her last over here. She picks a wicket on the penultimate ball of her 4-over spell. What a player for Uganda.
Wonderful. She's had a good day out today. Contributed with the ball, contributed with the bat earlier. She will be hoping that the teammates can come around to make sure she's one of the names in the hat for the man of the match for the winning team.
Ramatu Ture, new and on strike with the ball left. She swings under, well, she disturbs her own furniture. 2 in 2. The next time you see Patricia Timong in the next match, she will be on a hat-trick ball. I tell you, Uganda will have a heavy sigh of relief. These 2 wickets, cricket very hard, very heartbreaking, very nerve-wracking and tension-gripping. You find yourself 61 for 3 becomes 62 for 5.
Heartbreaking here for Sierra Leone. They were in with a chance of the game, but unfortunately 2 wickets and 2 balls. I believe maybe some pressure built up from the last over, where they only had 1 run, has had an effect, or not has then gone on to happen in this over. Bowling in partnerships.
I tell you, Sierra Leone have made themselves a name in this tournament. A potential banana skin. It's not a team you do want to be playing. They almost broke your heart yesterday, brother. Yeah, I saw you watching that game, Botswana versus Sierra Leone, and you were hiding behind the screen, watching with one eye closed. Hey, Karabo, don't be this passionate.
This game that we love, it puts us through all the emotions you can imagine.
Now one sister joins the other sister in the middle. Please go through these names. The pronunciation, mate. Hey, it's killing me.
On strike is Hassanatu Sawane.
And the sister?
And the sister, Husseinatu Sawane.
Well
I've
said,
tried
Mr.
my best.
Well done, Mr. Karabo. You did it perfectly. If I was a teacher, I'd give you 120% out of 100 marks.
Bowler from the top is Rachel Achan, coming in with some off spinners.
Hit high up in the air. Who wants it? No man's zone. Fielder saying, you can play another ball, but I'll only give you a run.
They have looked composed on the field this afternoon, the Ugandan team. At no stage did they really look like they were panicking.
If you ask me again, I'll tell you at 61 for 3, I saw the coaches walk around. The dugout was a mess. But thanks to those 2 wickets from the big player that is Patricia Timong, yesterday she took the play of match award. She could be in line of taking 2 match awards in 2 matches on 2 successive days.
Interesting watching Rachel Achanya. She looks to be running her fingers over the ball, bowling a few leg cutters, keeping her disciplines.
These young girls, this generation, Karabo, not like our generation, they tend to do too much and they watch a lot of TV, and TV is packed with cricket lately. You don't want to be telling any lies to these youngsters, as you guys who volunteer to be coaches, because they know and see too much as well. They'll tell you what Steve Smith did the other day or what Dwayne Bravo did. Chance for NLBW shout this, the appeal. And now that is the end of over number 17. The score is 68 for 5. But I tell you what, Mr. Karabo, the run rate is 10 per over now. The required run rate is 10 per over. They needed 6 just 2 overs ago. The collapse, the loss of 2 wickets leaves them in a spot of bother. And I tell you, they're not doing themselves any further. They're digging it deeper, because now look at the situation. They need what they need. 10 per over. You can't get 10 per over by playing balls with a dead bat.
Not at all. We need to see some big hitting here. Also, Leone are staring at the second defeat in 2 days.
And here is Asumini Akurut, handy with the bat and very capable with the ball. Right in the middle, some movement in the air. Looked like it was going to go down the leg, but curve ball.
Lovely out shape there from Masumin. Good to see the skills on display here from the Uganda team. Really challenging this Sierra Leone batsman. I've changed my prediction, Innocent. I think I'm going 85-15.
No chance to run again. I told you, you were a mean mathematician, Mr. Karao. You don't give as many marks. Give Uganda 100 already.
Nah.
I think it is going one-way traffic now. Unless a miracle of marginal proportions does happen. And that's such a thing does happen a lot in sport.
Cricket is a funny game, they say. It's
Yeah.
not over until it's over.
There's always a day for the underdog. Only yesterday we watched Zimbabwe coming trumps over
The mighty
Australia.
Australia.
Hit out in the air. Who wants it? The sun. Blame the sun. Should you?
Looked like she struggled to pick it up in the sun there, to be honest. But my coach Joe, he always says, I can't remove the sun. But either way, you have to catch the ball.
That's why things like shades are being sold in sports shops lately. That's why you have floppies and capes. Make use of the sporting apparel you do. The board does buy for you. BCA has put a lot of money in you guys, so you make use of the apparel. Coach Joseph Angara is a superstar of his generation, and he's dead right. Talking about Joseph Angara, one of the players with the most graceful of bowling actions, him alongside another Kenyan great who is coaching Rwanda, Martin Suji, coming up a hill with a bowling action coming like running uphill and then bowling through. Joseph Angara, one of the only few players in Africa who have bowled out Sachin Tendulkar.
And Saurav Ganguly.
And Saurav Ganguly, I tell you, Joseph Angara is a big, big name in Africa and in world cricket. Botswana, lucky to have him. Botswana did go to the market to buy a mango and they got an apple in Joseph Angara. Well done to your board. Always nice for me. It's an emotional moment when I talk about the guys we saw when we were growing up.
The people who inspired us to take on this great game. Our fellow Africans, seeing them on TV as kids.
Well, the director is trying to give us more stuff to look at here. Well, that is for later. It is 17 overs gone, Mr. Karabo. It is 70 for 5. The run rate has dropped to 4.12. They need 12.67. The coach of Uganda, Mr. Yusuf Nanga, aka Odoyo, nicknamed Odoyo after another famous Kenyan great, Thomas Odoyo, he's telling his girls, please put your bodies on the line, and he's told the bowlers, take them to the driving school. He wants them to bowl the balls pitched up, and tell them as well, tomorrow is a rest day. If you work so hard today, I won't disturb you tomorrow. You can do whatever you want to do in your rooms. You can go for a swim, you can go for a walk around.
Indeed, that's all you can ask from your team as a coach, that they give 100% every single time, especially on the field. You do not tolerate any drop in standards. You want maximum effort all the time, because that is what will get you the rewards at the end of the day.
The Sawane sisters have work to do. And Nume is the bowler, and Nate
pulled away to deep square leg, pushing hard at the Sierra Leone ladies, looking for 2. They're going for 2. They're going for 2 to throw to the keeper's end.
keeper does a wise thing not to throw it back to the stumps, because anything like a miss would have been touch and go.
Good composure shown there by the keeper. Uganda don't really need to go chasing the game. It's Sierra Leone who need to make the play at this point.
So one sisters are being urged on by their camp that still has power and energy to find voice.
So small appeal there from Uganda. Looked to be going down the leg side.
That's why it was a small appeal. The spinners have tried to dry up the runs. They wanted 2, they won't get 2. The captain Jimia, who is also keeping wickets, doing very well. She's not only captain, she's the keeper and she's the opening batter. Too much responsibility on the young shoulders of Jimia Mohammed, but she's coping up nicely.
It's good to see at a young age taking on so much responsibility, able to control a team that is actually producing very good cricket. Lovely.
That's the area to bowl to a tail ender. Just dirty outside off stump. Keep dotting away.
Indeed, very noticeable in their game against Botswana yesterday. The challenge that the Sierra Leone ladies had in playing those balls outside off stump.
Chance to run. They want 2 runs, but the fielding is super. Super fielding there from shot number 28 for Team Uganda. Kevin Amuge, an opening bowler who shows that well she can do a lot of work in the field. 18 overs gone, Mr. Karabo. 76 for 5.
Thank you for having me, Innocent. I think this game has gone very well for Uganda, but I believe they'll meet a very big challenge come the next match day when they take on the mighty Botswana, who look to bounce back.
Good luck to you, sir. Enjoy your evening in Habarone. I know you're going to watch Manchester United and Arsenal later. With 2 overs to go, I have Mr. Wycliffe Jean Wycliffe Hailey. Is it after, did your father name you after the Rastafarian Haile Gebrselassie?
No, that's my son. I named my son after King Haile Selassie.
Haile Selassie.
Yeah.
Well, you done well. 32 from 11 balls. Can Sierra Leone pull a rabbit out of the hat?
There's no chance for the Sierra Leones, yeah. There's absolutely no chance. Looking at it now, they need to be hitting the balls. So at the moment, actually, swing and a miss most of the balls. Let's see how the next ball goes. But yeah, it's been absolutely a good game. That's a swing there. Straight back to the fielder.
Hit back to the bowler. Every dot ball adding on the required run rate. They need now 21 runs every over.
Yeah.
It's not happening. That's a good shot over the top. Good stop from the young Malisa Ariokot. No run there. The Hassanatu and Hussenatu, the Sawane sisters, the twins from Sierra Leone. That's a wide delivery. Freebie. It will not hurt anyone.
It has been a brilliant game so far. Let's go on the leg. There's a shout out there from LBW. That brings the end of the over.
The partnership is worth 11 runs, but this partnership will be in vain if Sierra Leone don't cross the finish line. They need 30 runs from 6 balls. If it was a men's match, that would have been very possible. But this is women's cricket. Tough ask, Mr. Wycliffe. How many more runs can they get in this last over? The pressure is on.
I think they are going to get, talking of pressure, I think the required runs are actually more runs to the ladies' cricket. There's a chance for a run out, a good backup and a good throw. I think from this over they're actually going to get 7 runs or 7 runs, less than 7 runs. Looking at the way they are striking the ball, I think it's actually below the standards now. But that's where they actually from the 16th over, there's a quick run there. A bit of a confusion from the batters. Yeah, less than 7 runs I think from this over to be actually my prediction, Mr. Innocent.
Uganda, of course, will be in the semi-finals after today's match. They will take a rest and play Botswana without pressure. They could even extend an olive branch to Botswana and give them a victory. That could help them in the semi-finals, but I don't want to do that because net run rate will come into play. You don't want to be very hospitable to the hosts. And if net run comes into play, because Namibia will come guns blazing against Sierra Leone. The effort from the Ugandan fielders, even at the very end, is still two balls left in the match. Scores 81. Even 2 maximums won't help. Botswana, Leone crossed the finish line. And after the penultimate ball, I tell you, there's only one team going to be victorious tonight. It's the girls in the yellow, red and black stripe of the Pearl of Africa, which is Uganda, that are victorious, picking up 2 wins in 2 days. That is game, set and match. Sierra Leone end on 83-5. The Ugandan substitute fielders are quick to run onto the pitch to congratulate their mates for an effort. Of course, Uganda today missing out on Lona Anyait. She got a bout of malaria. Missing out on this game after she bowled well against Namibia. And well. I can tell you that a quick look at the scorecard. Jimia Mohammed and Olako Proskovia didn't score too many for Uganda, but the partnership between Patricia Timong and Sandra Achao, Patricia Timong unbeaten, and an 89 runs partnership right there. And then coming through back in the second innings, you could see that Patricia Timong again amongst the wickets, the top wicket taker. There's only one person that will be man of match for this one. Patricia Timong, we will see you in a jiffy for the match presentation. But for now, please mute. Don't worry, I know the man of God. I know the man of God. It's not looking at the same. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match presentation for match day number 2 of the International Cricket Council Women's Under-19 T20 World Cup Africa Qualifier. Well played to you, Leone. Very good, gallant effort for you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Unfortunately, cricket is like gambling. There can only be one winner, and Uganda turned out victorious. Congratulations to Uganda. Well, to start things up, Selina Bull, please come. Captain, how was it today?
Really, it was not easy for me, but I thank God. We put on our best performance.
Your best, tell us what improved from yesterday. Yesterday was a painful, heartbreaking loss to you guys. You stayed on the ground with your heads buried in the sand. What was better from yesterday that you take as a positive from here today?
No, yesterday was better than today. Never mind today, the winning was supposed to be to us again. But because of some fightiness, we lose the game.
Going on forward, you take a rest tomorrow. What do you look to do on a rest day? Do you cool off? Do you come for practice? And how do you bounce back to finish on a high in the group when you play Namibia?
We need to rest tomorrow. We were not able to train. We need to rest for Namibia. By the grace of God, Namibia will won them. They will not be victorious over us.
You've had a lot of supporters coming through and watching your game online. Give a message to the people in West Africa that are rooting for you people of Sierra Leone. Give them a message to all your fans there.
Yeah. Hello everyone. We would like to assure you that by the grace of God, next game we will make you happy.
Thank you very much, Selina Bull. Very well played, and good luck in the next couple of matches. Captain Uganda, Jimia, please step out. Well played, Jimia. Tell us, how did the match go in your own perspective?
The match went well, though we were kind of losing it at some point, but then we kept the energies high and we have our moral of not giving up as a team.
6 dropped catches yesterday, 4 today. What's wrong with Uganda's fielding?
I think it's just pressure, but then we are a good bowling side. Though we dropped the catches, we are still a good bowling side and kept on our energies high.
You are literally one step in the semi-finals. That is the business end of the tournament. What do you plan to do on the rest day? Have you whispered to the coach you want to do some shopping? You want to go and eat ice cream, or let's swim?
Tomorrow we shall just rest and meditate to the next game.
Thank you, and well played.
Thank you.
Mr. Isaac Oyeko, the umpire from Kenya, please step up to give out this match award. There were only 2 contestants for the match award today, and those 2 ladies, one of them did bowl, picked up 2 wickets in her spell. That was Patricia Timong. She also got some runs on board, 29. But the woman of match is a player who got 48 runs, 44 runs to be exact. Sandra Achao, player of the match today.
Always enjoy Sandra. Enjoy Sandra. You see, you enjoy it.
Sandra, please stay back for 1 or 2 questions. And speak louder. Congratulations, Sandra. Tell us about your performance today and what you think made you earn this match award.
Oh, thank you, everyone. For today's game was much more better than yesterday because I had to put in my effort to back up my team.
You entered to bat when Uganda was in a spot of bother, and then time you entered the score was 39 for 2 after 12 overs. What inspired you to stay there and feature in an 89-run partnership with Patricia Timong?
Okay, we had a fighting spirit for our team, and we had to stick in the wicket in order to make it.
Finally, say something to Sierra Leone. They really gave you a good run for your monies.
Allow me appreciate the Sierra Leone players, like you're much more better players than any other team outside there. So keep working out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra. Enjoy your match award and enjoy your moments. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it from the match presentation. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your day of tomorrow. We will be back on match day 3 after the break. With me? Yeah, with you. Is it allowed?
Smile, smile, smile.